Hi guys. So we are actually gonna start taking in some questions and comments and stuff from you guys. So we have set up an email address. It is yourexisherepod@gmail.com, and I'll put that on the screen here and I'll put it in the description. But we wanted you guys to start sending in like stories and stuff every week. So for this next episode, we are asking to send us the craziest way in which you've broken up with an ex or been broken up with.
And we may pick yours and read it out loud on the show. Don't worry, we'll keep everything anonymous. But yeah, we want to hear your craziest breakup. What made it crazy? Why did it end so bad? Tell us. We're nosy bitches.
I'm going to edit this whole part out. And
You're going to edit. Sophie's going to edit.
well, that's what I mean. Like, she's going to edit this whole part out.
Jesus Christ.
What?
Sophie, I'm so sorry.
I like you, Sophie. You're cool.
Is that my ex? Shit, your ex is here. Hi, y'all. God, every time I say that, it sounds so country.
That's okay.
Hello, guys, girls, and queers.
Hello, you cool cats and kittens. I had to.
If you have not seen, no, it's called Tiger King. Anybody listening or watching, if you haven't seen Tiger King, you have to. It's fucking insane. And then you'll understand the reference. But yeah. So what are you drinking today?
Water.
Hello, why?
Just kidding. It's Bacardi Mango. But I want to appear professional. So.
Bitch, please. You should mix that with this. I wish I could give you this. This is coconut mango seltzer.
Ooh, that sounds fancy.
Hard seltzer. So if you mix this with that would be amazing.
It really would. We should do that like post-quarantine.
Yeah. I got these at Aldi. But anyway, okay, so hello. So today's episode is going to be really fun. We have Elani's ex coming in. I don't know much about him. I try to keep it that way. Elani told me very little about him because I want to interview him. Or not just about him, but about them. Like, I don't really know much about their hookups. So I'm excited to find more out about that. But what is new in your life?
Just trying to avoid getting sick. I had a tickle in the back of my throat that started like last Friday, but it hasn't like developed into anything. So everyone's like, it's just allergies. Yeah. So I've been taking Claritin D like it's my job. And so I feel a little bit better, but yeah.
Do you have that fear of getting?
Yes, I'm like so scared to like go to sleep every night. You know what I mean? Because I'm like, what if I go to sleep and then I wake up and that tickle turned into a cough? Well, not dead. I don't know if it would progress that quickly, but like, I'm scared, Sophie. I'm like, oh my God, what if I die? If I die now, you don't even get a funeral. So like, I wouldn't even get to wear like a cute outfit in my casket, and I can't let that happen. So
I'll make sure it happens. I'll burn you in a cute outfit.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
That is so considerate.
Yeah.
But yeah, honestly, not a lot going on my end. I work, I come home, I try to organize these online web open mics that we're doing, and it's just as chaotic as like a in real life open mic.
Right.
So, what you been up to though?
Same old. Trying to still date. Even though we're in quarantine. Yeah, Hinge said that 70% of its users are down for virtual dating. So it's like, bet. And I set up this date, and it was his idea with this guy from Hinge.
Yeah.
He's 22 because, I have sister issues. And we were supposed to meet up at like 8 p.m. And at like 7:58, I kid you not, he texts me. And he's like, hey, actually, could we like postpone to like tomorrow or next week? Like, I started drinking with my roommate, but I'm down to still text tonight. I was like, sir, how are we in a pandemic and I still can't get a date? Like, it was a Zoom date. It wasn't that fucking hard. And he started drinking with his roommate, who lives with, you can drink with him whenever. You can suck his dick whenever. You like
Honestly,
don't.
if he had been like really cool, he could have like mounted his phone up while you guys were like FaceTiming or whatever on like a platform or something, so you could see him drinking with his boys and like introduce you to his friends or something. Like, get creative.
I don't mind drinking with the boys.
I don't know. It's Men are dumb no matter what. I mean, like, I fear that they have something worse than corona, and that's chronic stupidity. So it's really not your fault.
Okay, did you see that guy in 90 Day Fiance? That guy who's like 4'11" and has no neck?
Yeah, and telling him like she needed to shave or he wasn't gonna kiss her.
Yeah. What?
So I'll make you a deal. If you shave your legs, I'll shave my beard.
Why? They shaved my legs.
Leg hair, it just seems kind of less feminine for a woman. So I don't like leg hair. It's gross.
But the funniest part of that whole video was that then he was like, okay, either you shave or I'm gonna kiss you. And I've never seen somebody get up so quick. She's like, okay, I'm gonna go shave, and she goes to shave. And that's a big mood. Like, that's me with my ex-sugar daddy. If he like would have threatened to I had to kiss him, I would have done it. I would have shaved my head. Like, I don't care.
Oh Lord.
Sorry.
Yeah.
No amount of money is gonna make me kiss a guy who's 4'11" with no neck.
Oh, so you do have a height limit. Good to know.
It's not about the height. 4'11" would be fine if he had a neck. The combination of both is not okay.
Overwhelming. It's too much. It's a no. Right? It's a no. Oh, that's fair. I mean, like, he kind of looks like a troll. And he's short enough to where she could have, like, claimed him on her taxes. Oh, wait, no. If she's not a U.S. citizen, that's not going to work. Never mind. Well, don't feel too bad. I mean, like, I had an actual Zoom date, and it was, like, really weird. Like, he's, like, super young. Like, 23 and still living with his parents. And, like, the whole time he was drinking, like, cognac. And, like,
were you drinking what?
He was drinking cognac out of a wine glass, and that I was like, okay, all right.
Psychopath. Nope.
No, I was like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. And he was like, so what do you do? And I was like, I leave this Zoom date. And so I left.
I mean, the only acceptable way to drink that is through a beer bong in your asshole.
Oh, God.
The only way I'll accept someone drinking cognac.
I'd rather not. I'd rather make out with the 4'11" dude than drink cognac that way.
No.
I'm serious.
No.
So serious.
Okay. Would you rather? Let's play Would You Rather for a second.
Okay.
Would you rather make out with the 4'11" no neck dude, or get coronavirus and survive?
Oh, the latter for sure.
But you don't know you're gonna survive.
I thought you said that you said you get it and you survive.
Yeah, but you don't know. Like, you get it, but in that moment, you don't know you're gonna survive.
Fuck. Okay, well, I guess if there's like a guarantee that I'm gonna survive, even though I don't know it at the time, then I'll go with that.
Okay. So you would go through like the fever and the sickness and thinking you might die before making out with 4'11" guy.
Well, okay, wait a minute. That specific 4'11" guy. Him.
Right. Yeah, him with the no neck and the creepy. He also is kind of predatory because he said the night before, I don't know if you saw that in the video, he was like, last night was amazing. I guess it was the drinks that got to her, but we finally made love. So it's like, you are admitting that she had to have drinks in her to, I know, and then doesn't even want to kiss you the next day. Like, anyway, yeah. So, yeah, no, me too. I would much rather have coronavirus than make out with him, yeah.
Oh my God. That's awful. Like, also,
okay, here's another question.
Is that? Oh, no, you go first.
Would you rather make out with 4'11" no neck guy or get back together with one of your exes?
Get back together with one of my exes.
Which one?
I don't know. Why do I have to choose now? You didn't say I had to pick one.
Okay, then here's another one. Would you rather make out with 4'11" no neck guy or get back together with the ex that got you knocked out?
Oh God, I'd make out with the 4'11" guy easily. As long as if he buys me a couple of drinks, who knows? I'd make out with him too, probably. Okay. Would you rather make out with the 4'11" no neck guy, or have to marry a 7'2" guy and have 2 kids with him?
Wait, what like race or ethnicity is the 7'2" guy?
Whatever. I don't know. Like that part doesn't matter to me. You pick. He's black.
I have to marry him and have kids with him.
2. Or make out with the 4'11" guy like once a year.
Oh God, once a year.
While you're on your period.
What does that have to do with it?
I don't know. You just feel worse when you're on your period, so it's like.
Okay. Now here's another question. The kids, do I have to birth them?
No.
Okay, then
That's cool.
The 7'2" guy.
Nice. Okay. Would you rather choke on a hot dog in front of your crush or have to make out with a 4'11" dude?
Choke.
Damn.
Yeah.
No.
Okay, you know what's my favorite part about doing podcasts? My only good part about doing podcasts like this is that we can wear our PJ bottoms. Like we can wear a cute top. This is what I'm wearing right now. I'm wearing a cute top and I'm wearing pajama bottoms. Like
Nice.
and it's fine. And no shoes, like and ugly socks, like and nobody has to see it. That's my favorite part about it.
Yes, like I just put on this. I just got this top today from iHeart Raves. It's like really sparkly, and then I have on my pajama bottoms.
Exactly. See, and you just look cute, and nobody knows.
Nobody knows.
Also, nobody knows if we showered today or not. They don't know.
I've been showering every day just because like my outside work clothes. Like now they're telling people, like as soon as you get home, take off your stuff because they've been exposed and wash them. So having to do it like as soon as I get home from work and like first thing in the morning is really tedious.
Yeah, I always do shower like every day, but I definitely don't like. I didn't wash my hair for I think almost 2 weeks. I washed it yesterday, and it had literally been like 13 days.
Yeah.
So bad. Like the days just kept going by. I was like, I'm gonna do it today. I'm gonna do it today. But
you quarantined your hair. Is what you did.
I quarantined the fuck out of my hair. I did, but she's free now.
She looked good.
I think she smells good.
Okay. Steven's very punctual, so maybe he'll show up at exactly the time I told him to. But I don't know.
So he lives in Texas.
He sure does. Yeehaw! Or whatever. I don't know. No? Okay. You weren't feeling it?
I was not feeling it. Okay, would you rather?
Damn. Like, I know when you don't like something, I just know. I'm like, okay, there's that look on her face.
I can't have a poker face. I don't know how to, like, not make faces.
That's okay.
You know.
But no, what was your would you rather question gonna be?
It was gonna be, would you rather have to live in Texas for the rest of your life or make out with 4'11" dude?
I'd make out with a 4'11" dude. Just because, like, I wouldn't want to live in any one place for, like, the rest of my life. Like,
okay, even if you had to make out with him every 6 months.
Under what context, though? Like, like, does he just pop up on my doorstep every 6 months and like, hey, sweetheart? Like, what?
And you have to make out for a full minute.
Plead the fifth. I'm not.
Spiders all over me just thinking about having to make out for a full. Oh my god. I'm a panic attack. No. I would live in Texas for my whole life.
Exactly. So why would you even ask that?
Because I didn't think. You're right. Bad question. Okay. Would you rather make out with 4'11" no neck dude every 6 months, or you can only have sex once every 6 months?
Well, that's what's happening in quarantine. So I guess sex every 6 months. You know, there are still guys that are like trying to like ask me to come over to their place, and I'm like, are you guys okay?
Oh God. I saw my ex-boyfriend put a video on his story on Instagram, and he was at a party with like 6 other people, just that you could see in the video. What the fuck? At this point, like there's a stay-at-home order. It's not even legal.
Yeah, like what are you doing? What are you doing? Because this one guy, he was like, we matched on Bumble, and he was like, yeah, like, would you be willing to meet up for coffee? And I was like, maybe after the pandemic is over. And he was like, oh, so what's the point of matching with people now? Like, they really don't know how to like hold a conversation without there being like some kind of like physicality in there.
Like I understand people don't like to text a lot. I get
Yeah,
it.
I'm not a good texter, but like we could set up
Right.
a date or something.
Right. Also, last night I for the first time in this whole quarantine, I was sexting someone.
Ew.
Wow, I know. It was fun. It was like I miss and you never really sex that much anymore. If you're single, like if you're not dating someone, it's like you don't just sex random people. I mean, I don't.
Mm-mm.
But I guess desperate times call for desperate measures.
This is true. This is very true.
Got the job done.
That's all that matters. But I miss like just going to the bar
Yeah.
and like making out with strangers or my date.
No, yeah, on U Street. Have you ever done this? Because this is what I used to do on U Street when all the bars close at 3 a.m.
Mhm.
You walk out and it's full of people, the street. And you just go up to a random attractive person and you're like, hey, can I kiss you? You ask for consent. And they're like, yeah, because they're drunk and you're hot. And then you just make out with random strangers on U Street. That was my favorite part of going out.
I have done that before and it is quite liberating. I don't know why, but it is.
And then they try to ask you for your number. They're like, oh, what's your, I'm like, nope, I just wanted to make out with you. Like,
Gotta go, gotta jet. See you later.
love it, love it.
But okay, so would you rather make out with Stalin or have to sit on Hitler's face?
Stalin.
Damn.
Yeah. Okay, would you rather make out with David Duke?
Who? Who the fuck is David?
The founder of the KKK. You asked about Hitler, bitch.
Oh my god, I did. Oh no. I didn't even think about like the context. Oh my god, I forgot you were Jewish for a second. I am so sorry. I'm the worst person.
And on Passover.
See myself out. I'm sorry.
Bye.
I don't deserve to live.
I'm gonna tell her I'm cutting this out of the episode, but I'm not gonna.
I can still hear you.
All right, so now to the important part, which is the questions for you about Steven.
Right.
So how did y'all meet and who made the first move?
We met at a bar back in my hometown, and we initially did not make any moves because I was still dating someone at the time. But I could tell that there was like attraction between us, and so I think it was maybe like 2 or 3 weeks later that we met up for like a bike ride or whatever, and I believe he made the first move to kiss me.
Interesting. Okay. How many times did y'all hook up?
Oh gosh, like 3 or 4 times, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you ever have feelings for him at any point?
Yes and no. Like he was somebody that I could see myself in a long-term serious relationship with, but I had just gotten out of a long-term weird serious relationship, so I wasn't necessarily wanting that from him. But I mean, it could have gone both ways, but obviously it went the way to where it was just like us hooking up a few times.
Okay. So my next question you sort of answered, I guess, but like, could you be in a serious relationship with him?
Yeah.
Cool. How was the sex?
From what I remember, because it was a while ago. It was like 3 years ago. It was decent.
Decent. Okay.
I
Interesting.
mean, he blew my back out a couple of times. So that was cool.
Yeah. Okay. So what's your favorite and least favorite thing about him?
My favorite thing about him is his intelligence and a sense of humor. And I think my least favorite, I don't know. Maybe are like, I wouldn't say he's indecisive, but I remember like when we were kind of sort of seeing each other, that like he started pulling back because he was talking to this other girl, and instead of just like, I don't know, telling me that, it all kind of like came out in a weird roundabout way. Like he did that thing where like he stopped hanging out with me and like, you know, all of a sudden wasn't available to hook up anymore, and it was because he was seeing someone else.
Yeah.
And so I guess that was my least favorite thing that occurred between us. But really, he's an all around like pretty cool dude. I don't really have anything like negative to say about him.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. Then let's go ahead and get him on here.
Did he freeze?
I think we lost him.
Oh no! This is the second time I've lost a white man. Oh, there he is. It's so hard to keep up with. Oh. Why am I like this? No, we did lose him. It was the comment, wasn't it? I'm sorry.
He said bye. 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 Bye.
That's got to be the most relaxed microphone at this point.
Relax.
I don't know. I feel weirded out. I don't feel relaxed, Sophie.
I'm sorry. I tried.
Okay. Oh no.
Okay, so we lost like probably 10 minutes of footage, which was literally just your interview, and then we have everything else for some reason.
Wow.
So I'm just gonna ask you the same questions.
All right,
You don't
I'll
have to
try
give
to
answers.
answer.
Just say
the
whatever you
same.
want. It doesn't matter. Hello, Steven. How are you?
I'm well. How are you?
Good. That was so formal. Thanks for being on the show. I'm trying this thing out where I'm like more formal, but it's not a good look on me.
Yeah, it's not really a good look on anyone.
Well, let's do some formal questions, air quotes for people listening. Elani already answered these, so now she gets to shut the fuck up and listen to you talk, which is the first for her. So let's do it. So first question, how did you two meet and who made the first move?
We met probably about 3.5 years ago, roughly, and it was at the 806, and which is a coffee shop here in Amarillo.
Okay.
That's renowned for its like alternate crowd.
Okay.
And I don't know, I saw this beautiful girl over there. I was like, hey, I'm gonna go talk to her. And I guess we ended up talking and kind of hitting it off. I found out she had a boyfriend at the time, and then some time passed over, and we kind of like shot the shit by going on bike rides around town, just looking at houses and talking about what we liked about those houses while we're riding our bike.
Aww.
And then eventually, like, it became pretty evident that we had this mutual attraction, but none of us really wanted to make a real move because she was with someone, and then she was in an open relationship with that person all of a sudden. And we were biking, and I took her to a neighborhood where I used to hang out in, and we kind of like stopped in this little grassy median in the middle of the street. And I forget what we were talking about, but we were talking, and we just kept getting closer and closer. And so it was kind of like a mutual move. Like no one made the first move, we made it at the same time, I guess. And we just made out there in the middle of the street.
That sounds like a movie. That's cute. Okay. Cool. I like that answer. So after that, how many times total did y'all hook up and over what period of time?
Well, I thought about this because I think the first time I said like around 12. So yeah, I thought about it and we're like, no, it wasn't 12. I think I was exaggerating the number. Maybe it felt that way because I had fantasized about her so much before that, and so it was probably more along the lines of like 5 or 6,
Okay.
maybe
Yeah.
even like less than that, like 4. But it was still memorable.
Okay. So like 5 in real life and like 6 or 7 more in your dreams. Your wet
Probably.
dreams.
Yeah.
Your wet dreams. Your wet
Uh,
Okay. Next question. Did you ever have feelings for her?
yeah, I was developing feelings for her pretty early on. Um, this was before like we actually started seeing each other. But then when, strangely enough, like when we were seeing each other, I was kind of in this weird headspace where I couldn't really like feel like I could get emotionally attached to anyone at the time.
Mm-hmm.
Cause like I'd been through some pretty like rough ups and downs before that.
Do you feel like you could ever be in a like serious relationship with her?
Yeah, that'd be something I'd be willing to try for sure. I remember one time like when we were seeing each other, she made a comment, something about like something like about convincing her, like what would happen if I could convince her to go out with me. And this was like during that weird headspace time, but it definitely crossed my mind.
Okay. Cool. So let's get a little more detailed. How was the sex?
The sex was good. It was it was just like really wet. Like this, like just stuff was splashing everywhere. Like my room would smell like sex for days afterward. And she would never want to make eye contact though. Like we would have foreplay and everything, and then when it came to actually having sex, if I started out on top, she would quickly want to turn around and go doggy style, which didn't bother me because I really like doggy style. So, but that was just something to note.
Okay. Thank you for your honesty. I actually
Oh,
really love that you were that honest. So what is her best attribute in bed? Sorry, that's a new question. I just felt like answering. What's she best at?
Definitely her ass. I mean, sure, we mostly did it in doggy style, but hey, it worked out real well.
Okay, great. So last question, what's your favorite and least favorite thing about her?
My favorite thing was our conversations. We always had really good, like deep, intriguing conversations, even if we didn't always like see eye to eye. It felt more like a philosophical debate rather than an argument,
Yeah.
which I really enjoyed. And probably the least favorite thing I liked about her, I guess, was like how zealous she would get in these arguments at times. And it was like, and this is where you were like, I never want to, this is why I stopped dating white guys. But I always felt like there was like a more moderate way about going about things. But that was just me.
Okay. Okay. That's okay. That's your man, Elani. Is there anything you want to say to him now?
it's my man. I guess the only thing that I would say is like, I think the right word that you mean for me is like passionate. But
Yeah. passionate.
But I don't think there's anything wrong with that. So, but however, I have changed my ways from where like I don't argue with people on Facebook anymore. I just like keep it moving on social media. So, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not saying like you shouldn't. I'm not saying you shouldn't strive for change. There's definitely a lot of change that needs to happen in this country. More progressive change. People need to be more accepting. They need to strive for more equality and systematic change. But I think there's just better ways about going about it.
That's
Versus
fair.
like I said, Facebook. You're never going to change anyone's mind on Facebook.
No.
I've tried. It doesn't work.
It doesn't. But yeah, I guess there's that, and then like I would say that I would do like a long-term relationship with you, but that's just because like I don't know, we're both like very chill, and so like when we were seeing each other, I didn't feel like stressed out when I was with you. Even if we like disagreed, I didn't feel like, oh my God, I don't want to be around him. I was just like, oh, okay, so we don't like see eye to eye. I'm gonna go eat more rice. Whatever. Like that was that. But yeah, that's all I've got to say. Like the only reason why I feel like we didn't work out is because like you were like seeing other people and like I was in a weird headspace as well. So like I think when we say weird headspace, I think we should just both be honest and be like we were both like seeing other people.
I mean, we were seeing each other people, but when I say weird headspace, I mean like wasn't interested in getting into a relationship because you can only have like so many in a short period of time before you're just like, I'm done. I'm just going to focus on me and having fun and not worry about, having any strings attached sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people have been there. I think that everyone understands how that is.
Yeah, for sure. But that's all I have to say.
So, would you rather get eaten by a tiger or a shark?
Random question. Oh gosh, I have more experience with sharks.
Oh.
So maybe a shark. At least I know it would be pretty quick.
Okay, so you like their period, is what you're saying.
I like what?
So you like fucking girls when they're on their period, is what you're saying.
That's hot.
What? How did
you support that?
What is the tiger?
Love that.
What is the tiger?
The tiger is like I think it's on trend with Tiger King, right, Sophie?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what that is. Have you watched Tiger King yet, Stephen?
I have not.
So if you once had a tiger, I would say,
Okay,
so you killed your husband, is what I would say. But
well, I like fucking girls when they're on their period. Okay.
Well, do you?
No, not really. It's not always like it feels different.
yeah, I thought most guys liked it.
No, it doesn't feel the same. Like, I don't like it the way it feels personally. I prefer, how can I put this in words that aren't gross? I really can't, so I'm just gonna say like I like that feeling when girls are kind of like their quote unquote reproductive peak, and all the biological factors are going into it, just make everything perfect.
You mean when they're orgasming or not orgasming? Ovulating? Like when they're ovulating, that's what you're describing.
Yeah, not that I want to have kids, but yeah, when you're ovulating, I guess that's because that's when your body is like, hey, let's make this feel really good for this person so that we can get you pregnant.
Isn't when you're ovulating, isn't that when you cream? Right?
I'm not sure. Probably.
I don't know. I think I don't know. I figured everyone's different. Like some girls can't even have orgasms. And which is wild. Some girls can't squirt. Some girls can. I think creaming is Just every girl can squirt. Why doesn't every girl squirt?
Because if the guy doesn't know what he's doing, then...
I'm not saying they can't squirt, but like a lot of girls haven't even been able to experience that. I'm sure every girl could with the right kind of stimulation, but it might be different for everybody.
Yeah.
They may not even know it. They just have to experiment with stuff. No, as far as
wow, this conversation took a turn.
Boy, did it.
what?
Well,
You know, like
before we let you go, we are going to ask something of you.
Okay.
So you said your microphone is on your like headphones, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna, for the next, let me put a timer on. For the next 30 seconds, we're gonna do ASMR, the three of us, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, 30 seconds.
Okay.
ASMR.
Are you even doing it? Steven, you're not doing it.
Am I supposed to be doing something? Oh, okay.
ASMR. It's all gonna be okay.
It's all right. Mom came back from the store. She brought your favorite cookies. It's okay. She didn't leave you.
Okay, that's 30 seconds. Amazing. That was so good.
So fucking weird.
So, Steven, from what I've heard, you just got out of a relationship. What happened? You got out of a relationship in quarantine. That's very interesting. What happened?
Well, oddly enough, it wasn't the quarantine. I think it was something that was just kind of building up over a long period of time. And not to be cliche, but it was me, not her. I just kind of like, my passionate feelings for her just kind of dwindled. We kind of like fell into this really boring routine where I'd like come home from work, she'd come home from work, and we would watch TV, and that was like it. I kind of let the flame die, if I'm being honest. And at a certain point, I started talking to other girls. And when she caught me on it, she still wanted to like work things out, which I think that's amazing that she did. But when we tried, I realized it wasn't the same, that I would never be able to give her the passion and the love and the attention that she deserved. I decided to end it because I thought it'd make us both happier in the long run.
Well, damn.
Heavy shit.
Okay, but can I just say that, like, I read an article once that said sometimes boring relationships are the best. So, but also it's like, if you don't really like that person and the relationship is boring, then it's not going to work. But if you do like that person and the relationship is like boring by society standards, if you really like each other, then you won't care that all you do is like come home and watch TV together.
Oh yeah,
whatever.
I think it's very subjective. Like for some people that works, but some people can't.
It depends who. Like I think with certain people that would.
Yeah.
If it was like a different person in the same situation, it might work. It might have worked. But that person and that situation, for whatever reason, like it was a one-way relationship for the most part, which.
What are like things that are different about her that are different from me?
Man, I hate comparing people because
now you have a free card to do it tonight, so just go for it.
I mean, still, like, everyone's unique in their own way. Different. I'd say from a like social perspective, she's a lot more conservative. which is completely opposite what I usually go for, which I like go for girls who are a little bit more wild, a little bit more like free spirits,
Mm-hmm.
you know? So I'd say I'd say you're more of a free spirit. And she was more of a, like, really focused on the reputation of her image, which doesn't mean a damn thing to me. But, and then what else?
Sophie, you look so done.
Yeah, she's just super quiet.
She's so done.
Should we change the subject? Should we move on?
That's her. You're not shit faced. Like she's
Oh,
done with.
speaking of which, hold on.
I saw your face, dude, and I was like, that's a wrap. Like we're done here.
Yeah, we are.
She's like,
Shit, your ex is here.